Folks, it is Friday, and here at Cardboard Ape, that means Whatnot Stream Day. Every single Friday, I stream at 7 p.m. Central Time over on Whatnot, selling singles, everything starting at $1. Today, I'm going to walk you through not just how I set up for a Whatnot stream, but also how I strategically structure my sales so that I use the card types and the different values and even different auction styles to get the most value out of a card based on, those different criteria. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Andrew. I am better known as the Cardboard Ape here on YouTube. And here I make content documenting my journey of building out a Pokemon card business starting from just $1. My goal is to build this out over the next years and even decades so that it becomes a profitable business that I can semi-retire into, and then I can also bring my kids into as employees and hopefully future owners someday. So if that's something you're interested in, if you want to join me on this journey, I highly recommend you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button on this video. All right, with that being said, let's get into it. All right, y'all. So I've got you guys flipped around here now to see pretty much what it looks like whenever I set up a Whatnot stream. So at any point in time on the camera, I'm going to have cards that are giveaway cards. So I like to run giveaways just for like some simple vintage cards, like commons and uncommons, sort of like this Goop Gas attack. I find it's just kind of fun. You throw out random cards that people maybe don't see a whole lot. It's a good opportunity to talk about those. And it also gives people a reason to follow you on Whatnot. And, your following is what it builds up your audience over there on that platform. It works very similarly on other platforms. So I have one of these running every 5 minutes. I give a card away. Again, nothing crazy. I pay for shipping in a plain white envelope, but it just kind of adds an element of fun to the streams. But like I said, nothing too crazy. The thing I really want to talk about today is how I structure my sales, because, I say that I run everything for $1. And while that's true, I do have different ways of going about it for different types of cards. So the type of card, the value of the card, and, auction style really changes based on what I'm working with here. So I've actually got pretty much all the cards in front of me that I'm going to be running tonight into different stacks. So over here on the far right hand side, we've got this massive stack of cards. These are all like low value $1 to $2 cards here. So a lot of EXs, Vs, stuff like that. Nothing crazy at all here. I've got a few, like vintage trainers that are kind of cool. Boss's Way with Team Rocket coming out. I think that one could be of interest. But I run all of these as sudden deaths. So sudden death on Whatnot means that you put 10 seconds on the clock, and whoever has the highest bid at the end of those 10 seconds or 15 seconds, or you could even do 3 seconds if you want, if you're a little crazy. Whoever has bid the most at the end of that time is the one who walks away with the card. So a typical standard auction, if someone makes a bid, it actually adds time to the clock. On sudden death, it doesn't add any time at all. So it gets you through these more rapidly. Most people, they're not going to want to sit here and look and examine the condition of these cheaper cards a whole lot. I precondition them before the show. I'll flip them around and show you the whole card during that auction, but it keeps them going fast. And I don't have to sit here and be like, oh, let's check out the edges and the corners on all of these. Instead, I've already preconditioned these to know that these are all near mint cards. I try to only run near mint cards as sudden death. Otherwise, you get into too much back and forth. Especially for cheaper cards, people just want it to go fast. So that's how I run those. I find that there's certain buyers that just like that style of auction, just that rapid fire, quick pace, boom, boom, boom. Cards are just going quickly off the shelf. And because they're not super high value, people are willing to throw, $1, $2, $3 at it. If they see something they really like, it might get up to like $5, but nothing crazy there. So that's how those cards go. In the middle here, I've got my, slightly higher value cards, things that are a little bit more rare. These are not super rare on here, but I do have some Black Star promos. And I typically have a lot of people who like to collect promo cards on my stream. So I like to kind of run these separately and give people an opportunity to, look up the value, determine if it's something that they want to get. More Black Star promos. But then I get into, illustration rares and some SIRs, full arts, some older shinies like, this Zygarde GX, Revavroom, that's kind of cool, Alakazam EX. But you can see these are these are not $1 cards. For these, I do not run these as sudden death. I run these as standard $1 start auctions. Usually I start them for 15 to 20 seconds each. And every time somebody bids, it adds 5 seconds to the clock. So it gives everybody an opportunity to respond to bids. And because of that, it ends up, creating a little bit higher value for these types of cards. So, someone gets outbid, it gives them a chance to match or to one up that bid if they really want a card. Unlike sudden death, where it's just, it goes and it's done. Hope that makes sense. This card, the Dragonite promo, that's like a $5 or $6 card these days, I think. So that's what this middle stack is. These are ones that I run as standard auctions. And then each stream, I tend to have kind of a theme. In this one, because I just picked up that collection from a couple days ago, day 37, that video, I picked up a collection with a lot of Charizards in it. By a lot, I mean like 10 or so. So, the theme of this show, there's going to be Charizards throughout the stream. So I'm probably going to do a Charizard like every 10 cards or something like that, resulting or ending in this one. So what I like to do with these is I will actually set these up. Maybe not that one because that's pretty low value, but I will actually set these up back here so that everybody, when they come to the stream, they can see, what's up for grabs that day. And this is maybe kind of a bad setup. Just with that more valuable one in the back, I might move this SIR to the front. But that way, anyone who comes here, they can see, okay, look, he's got Charizards today. I'll have all of these in the buy it now. But if they don't sell throughout the stream and, we get to the point where we're going to auction one of these off, I drop it down to $1 and run it as is. So it does lead to sometimes selling higher value cards for a little bit less than market, because sometimes you start it at $1 and it only gets to 80-90% of the value. But that's okay in this scenario. Like, I've bought these at a price where it's okay if I lose a little bit of value on some of these bigger cards, even if they don't get to full market, because generally I'm going to make it up on these two stacks. Because you end up selling, $1 or $2 or $5 cards for, $1 or $2 each over market sometimes. And that ends up balancing out, what these might go for less. And on a really good stream, you might have crazy bidding wars. So because these are Charizards, those generally sell pretty well, and there's a lot of people interested in them. So I expect these to go for close to market value on the stream, if not full or above market. So anyways, that's how I structure the sales on my stream. So giveaways going at all times. So every 5 minutes, a card's being given away. Then I'm working my way through sudden deaths, working my way through, slightly higher value, like mid-value cards, and then mixing in some more desirable cards throughout. So that way everybody stays interested. You got some stuff going really fast, stuff that maybe you didn't know you wanted, but you see it and you like it with these mid-value cards, and then the chase cards, the things that everybody's kind of sitting around waiting for. Of course, if you're interested in these cards, I'd love for you to go check them out on my stream tonight. The link to my Whatnot will actually be in the description below. And now I know Whatnot gets a lot of crap these days, and a lot of it's warranted. I'm not going to lie. However, there are also a lot of really good sellers over there, and it is the top streaming platform right now. So if you want to sell live auctions, there really just aren't any other platforms that compare at this point in time. So, I would love to have you come check it out. Come check out what an honest, legitimate, truthful seller looks like. That's one thing that I can promise you, that I'm always going to be. Anyone who has bought from me knows that if something goes wrong with a sale, I'm going to make it right, and probably then some. I always want my customers to feel like they are valued and taken care of. Link is in the description below. And of course, if you haven't subscribed and liked this video yet, make sure you do that. I appreciate you guys so much. And I will see you guys tomorrow with the results of my Whatnot sale. So see ya. Peace.